On this Honda Accord, P0651 is a sensor reference voltage B fault. In plain terms, the PCM may be seeing a problem on one of the shared reference voltage circuits. This fault path is shown for 2017 Honda Accord Sedan L4-2. For LK24W1, so keep that 2. For LK24W1 application in mind as you work through the circuit checks. The vehicle may have throttle response issues, drivability complaints, or transmission-related symptoms, depending on which part of the circuit is being pulled down. Possible fault areas can include a shorted sensor, a shorted VCC wire, poor terminal contact, or a PCM software or PCM-related issue. Before getting into fault isolation, save the freeze data and any onboard snapshot information. Then start with the basic system checks and follow a structured diagnostic approach. Start by trying to duplicate the code. Turn the ignition switch to on Roman 2 or use the engine start/stop button to select on mode. Clear the DTC with the HDS, then check pending and confirmed codes with the HDS. If P0651 comes right back, the failure is duplicated and you move into circuit isolation. If it does not come back, treat it as an intermittent condition for now. At that point, check for poor connections or loose terminals at the PCM and at the parts on this reference circuit, including the accelerator pedal position sensor, throttle body, and the related CVT speed and pressure sensors. Next, shut the ignition OFF, or select OFF mode with the engine start/stop button. Disconnect the APP sensor 6P connector, the throttle body 6P connector, the CVT speed sensor 3P connector, the CVT-driven pulley pressure sensor 3P connector, and the torque converter turbine speed sensor 3P connector. Then turn the ignition back on, clear the DTC with the HDS, and check pending and confirmed codes again. If P0651 is still indicated with those components disconnected, the diagnostic path moves toward the VCC wiring check. If the code is gone, one of the disconnected parts may be pulling the reference circuit down, so go to the reconnect test. For the shorted part check, leave the HDS watching for pending or confirmed P0651 while reconnecting the parts one at a time. The APP sensor, the throttle body, the CVT speed sensor, the CVT-driven pulley pressure sensor, and the torque converter turbine speed sensor. The point is to see which reconnect causes the code to return. If P0651 sets when a specific part is plugged back in, replace the part that caused the DTC, then move to repair verification. If P0651 does not return during that reconnect test, check for poor connections or loose terminals at the PCM and those same components. Then go back and verify the problem again from the beginning. If the code stayed active with the listed components disconnected, shut the ignition OFF again. Jump the SCS line with the HDS, then disconnect PCM connector A, 51P, PCM connector B, 51P, and PCM connector C, 51P. Now check each VCC line to body ground individually. Check PCM connector C, 51P, VCC2 no. 30 tan. Check PCM connector B, 51P, VCC3 no. 48 blue. And check PCM connector A, 51P, VCC5 no. 40 BRN. If there is continuity to body ground, repair the short in the VCC wire between the PCM terminal involved and the parts disconnected earlier, then verify the repair. If there is no continuity, update the PCM if it does not have the latest software, or substitute a known good PCM, then verify the repair. Keep verification separate from the fault isolation. Turn the ignition OFF, reconnect all connectors, and exit SCS mode with the HDS. Turn the ignition back on, reset the PCM with the HDS, perform the PCM idle learn procedure, and check pending and confirmed codes with the HDS. If P0651 is still indicated and the PCM was updated, substitute a known good PCM and recheck. If a PCM was already substituted, recheck for poor connections or loose terminals at the PCM and the components on this circuit, Then go back through the earlier diagnostic path. If P0651 is gone, the result depends on what repair path you took. If the PCM was updated, troubleshooting is complete. If a known good PCM was substituted, replace the original PCM. If other pending or confirmed codes are present, check what they mean first and follow the diagnostic path for those codes. The key with P0651 is to avoid guessing. First, prove whether the fault is present, then isolate whether a disconnected component makes the reference circuit recover, and only then move into the VCC wire and PCM-side checks. For more diagnostic training, visit stepdiagnostics.com.